Hi everyone! Today we're going to show you how to play Kaos, a card game for 2 players, suited for ages above 14 and with an approximate duration of 25 minutes. In Kaos, each player will be an ethereal, and their goal will be to defeat their opponents, 20 fighters, and subdue them to their wishes. Setup. In order to start playing, each player takes a dashboard, 3 glint points, and a power die. Then, sort the cards in 4 piles according to their type: Titans, Strategists, Warriors, and Stealth. Hand out these cards so everyone has a deck formed by 2 Titans, 6 Strategists, 8 Warriors, and 4 Stealth Fighters. Each player shuffles their deck, places it face down on the table, and draws 3 cards. These cards will be their reserve. Last, both players roll their power dice, and whoever got the highest value will be the one with the initiative in the first round. Once this is done, everything is ready to start playing. Game round. Each round of Kaos is divided into various phases. Planning. At the beginning of the round, each player faces a fighter card in the combat zone at their starting position and reads its skill out loud. During the first round, and every time that both players lose their fighters, they will place the cards facing down and flip them at the same time. After placing, the player always draws a new card. There must always be 3 fighters in the reserve. Fighters have an element displayed on the edge of their cards. Each element has an advantage over the following one, as we see in this table. When the element of a fighter is superior to their opponent's, this one moves their card to the right, so that it will appear as a +1 in their combat zone that will add to their specialty attributes. During this phase, each player can make only one of the following sacrifices. Sacrifice for power. Discard the first card of the deck in order to obtain a +2 modifier. Sacrifice for life. Moving the current power bonus of a fighter so you can recover the visible fighter from the graveyard. Recover 1 fighter for each bonus. If the opponent has a fighter in their reserve of the same kind the player wants to recover, the player won't be able to do it. Sacrifice for energy. Discard 2 fighters from their reserve in order to recover 1 glint point. Pre-combat. Each player may spend a glint point in order to block the skill of the opponent. To do so, place the token on the opponent's card. The skills of strategist fighters that have not been blocked are resolved. Specialty. Then, the player having the initiative will roll the specialty die. This will tell which attribute must be taken into account to solve the combat. If the Kaos symbol appears, the player with the initiative must decide the specialty. Besides, they may re-roll the dice. If they do so, they must keep the second result. Combat. The skills of the warrior fighter that haven't been blocked are resolved. Each player rolls their power dice. The result adds to the value of the specialty to resolve the combat. The fighter having the highest combat value will be the winner. In case of a tie, the element breaks it, and if the tie continues, the combat is repeated from the pre-combat phase, switching the initiative. Post-combat. Stealth fighters activate their skills during this phase if they aren't blocked. The defeated fighter is placed face up in the graveyard. Final phase. The defeated player may destroy all their entire reserve in order to destroy the opponent's fighter. After getting back their reserve, removing the modifiers and discarding the used glint points, a new round begins. A player that has no fighters left loses the game and has to accept the wish of their opponent. And up to here, today's video on how to play Kaos, a tense and strategic game of duels currently campaigning in Kickstarter. You'll find a link to the campaign in the video description. See you!